It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here is Morris. Leonard with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Pass to Barton. Denver passing it around. And Porter, here we go. Jokic, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. To the middle, stolen by Gordon. Barton outside to the paint. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Outside, Porter. Barton outside. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Batum. And it's Jokic missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Leonard, the pass to George. Leonard against Porter. And it's Leonard missing. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The drive by Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And like the initiative there, Jokic seen an opportunity to get inside and just attack him.
Takes it out to Leonard. There's Jackson with the three. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morris inside, defended by Gordon. And Gordon over to help. And Batum kicks to Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 8. The pass to Jokic. Inside, Leonard with the steal. Morris with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Jokic with it. He's got 6. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 8 points. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
So for the Clippers, Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Will Barton. Clippers trail by 12. And here they go. And Morris throws it down.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Shot from the wing, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 6.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Morris into the lane. Jokic passes to Murray. A three-pointer, no good. Gordon against George. Here's the three. That shot off. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Rajon Rondo is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's man in at the three, the small forward. And then Rivers with the dunk.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
Here's Morris, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch four.
Morris dishes to Green. Shoots over Zubac. And there's Green on the assist by Morris. Green's got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Morris. Outside Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Five to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's man. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Rivers finds Morris. Down low. Green, no luck.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Count that bucket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Denver leading by 10. Rivers scanning the floor. Morris outside. And Morris throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Man with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Bucket is good.
Yeah, and Rondo, he's fantastic at staying strong through the contact.
Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. It's Rivers on the wing. Millsap down low. He's against Morris, and that one's good. Millsap.
Nice pass there to set that basket up. .146 left now here in the second. From 17 feet out. Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Back to Morris. Millsap against Rondo. And that one's good. Millsap. We've got 1:13 left here in the second. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Rivers. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Out to Morris. It's tipped. Outside, Green. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Zubac. They grab their own miss. And Green gets it to go.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And that one, good. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Rondo. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Campazzo. And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and 6 rebounds. And that's
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. No problems knocking that one down. Green's got 8 points. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And a wide open look for Porter. But they'll get another chance. The kick out to Barton. Lets it go with a 3. Porter, no luck. Clippers trail by 14. Oh, Leonard in position. Porter with the steal and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Passes to Green. No good on the triple. The Clippers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Here's Morris. Batum attacking, and the dunk by Batum.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
You have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
And George kicks to Jackson. No stopping him there. Jam. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wide open look here for Murray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Baseline J on the way, and the shot falls short this time.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Murray outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets leading by 16. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Murray. Barton surveying the floor. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Jackson. No good on that one. Murray with the defensive effort.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point. Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Back to Gordon. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game. That one misses for Murray. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. And that one falls for Jackson. And so Jackson nails both of them.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Morris kicks to Murray. Back to Morris. The three. Man with the rebound. Mann's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The second chance effort. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 8.
After being held scoreless in the first, he's turning it on here in the second.
Morris looking over the floor. Porter. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Leonard hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 14. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Batum. And there's Jackson. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Jackson against Morris. On the wing, Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. The pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Murray finds Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Porter with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. For a 3, Murray. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Batum with the ball. He's against Jokic. Leonard looking over the floor. Right side, Batum. And stolen by Murray. Morris passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. There's the triple. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jokic with the steal. Feeds it to Gordon. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Gordon's got 4 this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Morris. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. Over Gordon. And too long on the shot. The Nuggets leading by 18. Millsap with it. Leonard picks him up. Millsap kicks to Morris. Millsap passes to Morris. Millsap misses. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. George with no one around. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
There's a rhythm with which Paul George plays the game of basketball. That pace is so important.
Murray dishes to Morris. He kicks it to Millsap. Jokic passes to Millsap. Back to Jokic from the baseline. And it's Denver scoring again.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
George finds Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. Millsap with the steal.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Denver.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Morris passes to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Back to Morris. Launches a three. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Right side, Gordon. Millsap dishes to Murray. Kicks to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And there's Murray on the assist by Morris. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To come in, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Murray. The short one's on the money.
This is what Jamal Murray does. He hits shots.
Doncic feeling it out. Nice shot by Porzingis. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. And how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. And Will Barton, always going full speed, that time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Hardaway against Barton. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. To the inside, Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Now here's Murray. The kick out to Barton. Pass to Jokic. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Porzingis. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. The pass to Kleba. The shot's good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Outside Porter. passes it to Gordon. Got it. Good job in the low post. Gordon's got his second basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A baseline J. Offensive rebound. Not going to go that time.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Basket good.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Murray against Doncic. From 18 feet away. Rebound by the Nuggets. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic against Murray. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Hardaway against Barton. Here's Jokic. They shoot again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Well, a little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Murray. Porzingis against Jokic. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. No good with the triple. The Nuggets leading by 4. Oh, Porter in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now, Kleba. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Kleba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Morris outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Pass to Powell. Here's Melly. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Paul Millsap picks one up. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Morris outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Jermichael Green is out there with Rivers. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Paul Millsap. Morris, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Brunson kicks to Doncic. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Doncic has got 6 points.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And there's the pass to Green. Rivers trying to get open. Shots good by Green.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Brunson the pass to Melly. He kicks to Powell. Over Millsap. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Rivers passes to Green. And then Rivers with the dunk.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Now here's Brunson. T right on him. Richardson finds Powell. Doncic outside from past the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Outside, Green. Morris outside. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Melly passes to Powell. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Passes it to Rivers. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Outside Millsap. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. I think are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Green kicks to Rivers. Out to Morris. For 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Rivers with the rebound. Here's Denver now. Big stretch here going 10-2. Morris finds Green. Morris against Brunson. Campazzo. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Morris against Brunson. Back to Richardson. Brunson up top. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Back to Powell. The 15-footer. Good. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Rivers scanning the floor. The feed to Green. That one good for 2. Green's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Shoots it. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that'll do.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Launches it. Denver grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Lets it go with a 3. And there's Murray on the assist by Barton. Murray's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nuggets. Mavericks trail by 11.
You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump started everything.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Gordon with no one around. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Kleba. Back to Doncic. Shoots from the right block. Dallas, no good that time either.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Murray kicks to Jokic. To the middle. Here's Gordon. The putback. It doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Back to Barton. Pass to Jokic from 18 feet away. Count that one.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hardaway passes to Kleba. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Kleba. Out to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Puts one up from 19. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Back to Murray. He dishes it to Gordon. The pass to Jokic. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fires from 18. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson comes in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Michael Porter. And Morris subbed in for Barton. Richardson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Porzingis. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Porzingis has got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. Outside Gordon. He feeds it to Murray. No good that time. Good work defensively by Richardson. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Bangs home the trifecta. Finney Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Gordon. Out to Morris. Back to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Hardaway. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And it's Bol in for Paul Millsap. Murray the pass to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Yeah, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Passes to Melli. Powell with it. Shoots over McGee, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've reached the end of the third. Denver on top, up 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Bol in at the power forward. Murray outside. Pass to Bol. Outside for Murray. Feeds to Bol. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 3. Pass to Brunson. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. McGee with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. And there's the feed to Bol. Over Doncic. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks shooting around 40% from the floor here. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Doncic outside. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
And stolen by Richardson. Doncic outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
And that's about Coach Hurst's defense. I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
The towering presence that is Bol. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Doncic outside, and we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Gordon comes in for Bol. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Barton subbed in for Monte Morris. Now the pass to Porzingis. 1:58 left here in the 4th quarter. And stolen by Gordon. The kick out to Barton. To the paint. Got a piece of it. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. Over Gordon. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Outside Porter. Barton against Doncic. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Barton. Barton's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. Porter with it. Now guarded by Redick. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Man, with this game tightening up, that's a gigantic hoop from Will Barton. He really is in a comfort zone with the game on the line.
Mavericks trail by 5. The 3 for Doncic. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. A floater. Got it.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Right side, Porzingis. Pocket 6. Pass to Doncic. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Back to Barton. Porter looking it over. Barton outside. Kicks it to Murray. It's Porter outside. Can't connect. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late. And the starting lineups have concluded. And thanks for tuning in to the NBA and the Clippers starting five. They've got Jackson. Morris is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Porzingis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, you know, he's one of the best scoring bigs in the league. I mean, the game seems to really come easily and naturally to Porzingis.
Here's Jackson. George, that's a 2-pointer. Rebounded by Hardaway. Doncic looking it over. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Boy, that's a recipe for disaster, fellas. Allowing Doncic to get comfortable from this area, forget about it.
Morris inside. Kleba on him. Morris with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jackson down low. Guarded by Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Here's Doncic. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Right side, Porzingis. Poked loose. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. 6 points for Marcus Morris.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Now, here's Kleba. Down low. Pass to Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, you look at Porzingis, this guy is very skilled, and you give him those kind of looks, he'll cash in all day long.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Batum. Following the score by Dallas. Jackson is doubled. Morris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with the open look.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic.
Fast hands that time. Earned Rondo the steal. Can't forget, he's been a league leader in that statistic before, too.
Fast break. Here they come. Here's Leonard. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
That time, Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Now here is Morris. He has 6. And Morris throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Brunson kicks to Reddick. To the middle. Richardson, good.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. And the pass to Mann. No good on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Wide open. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Leonard with no one around. The rebound by Marjanovic. One-on-one fast break. Richardson gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by Rondo. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. Here's Zubac. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's a tie game in Dallas. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Batum. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Mann in at the small forward position.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Brunson the pass to Doncic. The tray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon. Right. But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Josh Richardson. Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Jackson passes to Kennard. Picked off in midair. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Nicolo Melli.
And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And, you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Now Hardaway. Paul George missing from long range. They get a hand on it, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Leonard, he's checked in for Zubac. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And Doncic hits it to go. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Jackson misses. Mavericks leading by 5. Hardaway with a wide-open look. No good on the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
Morris shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The Clippers also changing it up. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Kleber. No points in the game yet for him. 1:10 left in the first half of basketball. George passes to Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yes, and how about the unselfishness? Paul George has no problem sharing the ball.
Pass to Kleber. Back to Brunson. Richardson outside. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Pass to Mann. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys. Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Out to Morris on the corner. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
You know, I still think Rondo is a great role player in the league. He knows he's out there to distribute the ball and provide leadership on the floor, and he does both really well.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Mavericks. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points and...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. The Clippers trail. George dishes to Batum to the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Kleba. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside Jackson. Leonard on the wing. He dishes it to Batum. For the tie. And no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Good work there as it goes. Doncic has got 18 points.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Leonard against Kleba. Count that bucket. 12 points for him. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Whistle blows, bucketed, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The first free throw is good.
You look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Porzingis. J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Clippers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Now here is Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Batum attacking. There's the dish to Morris. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Brunson, no good. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Jackson, that's good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Now here's Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Batum is accustomed to getting pushed around a bit, so he's a tough guy who can embrace the contact.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90%
from the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
Now here's Brunson. And Reddick kicks to Powell. Reddick finds Powell to stop the run, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
Here's the pass to Kennard. And he goes in for the dunk.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Mavericks trail by 4. Outside, Reddick. Pass to Melo. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Passes to Batum. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Ellie, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Ellie's got 4 points this quarter.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Kennard. And a missed layup. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 2. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Mavericks leading. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Batum, and it's man in at the 2 spot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off target from outside. Batum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic against Jackson. Porzingis high post. From outside the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Here's George. Inside, here's Batum. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Fires the 3. Batum grabs the miss. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
Pass to Finney-Smith. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. On the Mavericks for some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Reddick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And here are the Clippers. And here's Batum. Nobody near George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Marjanovic with it. The pass to Reddick. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Jackson. The Mavericks pull it in. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Launches the 3. Dallas again missing. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. They now take the lead. And the Clippers lead by 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Morris with the bucket.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Outside Hardaway. The three. Morris with the rebound. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's George. It counts. And the coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Marcus Morris.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. They've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Los Angeles leading by 5. Jackson passes to Leonard. Morris, left side. And it's good off the back rim and in.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20-foot range.
Pass to Porzingis. Passes it to Marjanovic. And the wide open shot from Redick. The Mavericks rebound. Will it go? Misses the layup. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Outside for Jackson. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. Just 5 to shoot. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for Los Angeles. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morris with the bucket.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Porzingis doing a great job using his length to get these rebounds.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. From deep. Good on the three-point shot.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful... Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Batum. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. And for Denver, Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Now here's Porter. It's Barton with the drive. Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Jackson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter with it. Leonard picks him up. Jackson has the open look. Again, the miss by Jackson.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Barton surveying the floor. Porter passes to Jokic. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Comes up empty from the left block. And it's Batum with the ball. Bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And George with the stuff.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Porter passes to Murray. Barton outside. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays.
Barton finds Murray. That's tipped. Here's Jokic. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard looking around. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Batum. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Barton passes to Gordon. Outside for Murray. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. The layup missed. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Jackson passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Batum against Gordon. Morris left side. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Will Barton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Reggie Jackson. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Rondo. It's George on the wing. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. George has got his second bucket.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Gordon finds Morris. Back to Gordon. Out left to the wing. Here's Millsap. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Shrugging off the contact, Millsap would not be denied.
Outside Rondo. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard draws the double. There's the triple. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Outside Gordon. Morris passes to Murray. Tries again. Jokic kicks to Murray. Back to Jokic. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Monte Morris, Paul Millsap out there with Jermichael Green, and it's Rivers. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morris into the lane. Green passes to Millsap to the left wing. Martin's checked in for Monte Morris. Jackson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles on D. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
The big thing is that Millsap is attacking, trying to make plays for this team.
Kennard on the wing. Martin defending. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Here's Zubac, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Passes it to Mann. 5 on the clock. And here is Zubac. Millsap covering. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Pass to Dozier. Back to Barton. They kick it out to Green for the 3. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Jackson. Denver with the ball. 7-point differential. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Leonard over Murray. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Porter.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Jokic, a three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Jackson against Murray. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Gordon missing. Here's the Clippers. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Leonard with the bucket.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the rejection by Zubac. And the foul on Will Barton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Clippers leading by 14. Jackson looking it over. And the pass to Leonard. Misses the three.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Barton finds Jokic, and it's Barton atop the key. Here's Gordon. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard with the steal. Porter pulls it in.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And it's in there.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-6 run. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Morris passes to Millsap. The dish now to McGee. No stopping him there. Jams. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that'll prompt Mike Malone to break right here. A timeout taken.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Clippers lead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close and
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Batum. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. George against Barton. Nobody near Leonard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Porter, no luck.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Jackson finds Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 12. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. He throw good, Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Murray against George. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
6 to shoot. Back to Batum. Second shot opportunity. No good there. Good defense by Jokic. A shot by Batum. No good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And that one drops.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Batum with the steal. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. From 18 feet away, drained for 2 points. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Wide open look here for Murray, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
I will say I like the aggressiveness, but you hurt your team making poor decisions, and that was one of them.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And George, here we go. Man, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Morris dishes to McGee. Out to Morris. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. Jackson finds Batum. Back to Jackson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Clippers, Luke Kennard. He's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Dozier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Denver shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And so he hits both. Clippers leading by 7. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Morris passes to Rondo. Kicks it to Batum. And the 3 off target.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Green. Right side, Batum. Here's Dozier. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Clippers ahead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Rivers in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Here's Morris. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Morris.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Rivers. Out to Morris. Over Rondo. 5 to shoot. And the shot goes in. Rivers has got his first points of the night.
I mean, he's extremely confident and aggressive. Rivers loves to take it up inside.
Morris against Rondo. Batum dishes to Rondo. Pass to Kennard. Lets the 3 fly. That one doesn't go. And the Nuggets going the other way. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Denver. Jokic comes in for Paul Millsap. And Murray subbed in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Rivers with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Batum with the steal. Man passes to Kennard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard attacking, and it's sent back by Jokic. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Rivers has got the ball. Barton, wide open, he fires. The Nuggets with another miss. Los Angeles leading by 5. And it's Leonard missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rivers passes to Jokic, and that one good.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Passes it to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Rondo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives, just fearless going to the hole. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And he lays it straight in.
Important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Pass to Rivers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he makes the first.
You know, Austin Rivers, the 10th overall pick in the 2012 draft, has turned into a nice combo guard, having the ability to play the 1 and the 2.
Gordon's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And finished off by Porter.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
On the wing, Jackson. On the wing, Batum. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Can't get it to fall. Rivers, and finish off by Rivers.
Maybe not a supreme athlete. Austin does attack the rim with some force and attitude.
And George kicks to Jackson. Back to George. On the wing, Jackson. Stolen by Rivers. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the basket by Gordon.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Clippers trail by 3. Inside. Morris inside. Defended by Gordon. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot to stop the run. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Porter passes to Jokic. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. He kicks to Jackson. Back to George. This one for 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside, Porter. Stolen by Jackson.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Gordon, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Doncic. Left side, Porzingis over Jokic. Porzingis can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And Burton throws it down.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Outside Hardaway. The pass to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Doncic. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, just so good at navigating his way into that painted area. Incredible confidence from Aaron Gordon.
Left side, Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber. No good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary. I'll tell you, he is becoming a very dependable passer. I love how Aaron Gordon puts the team first above anything else.
Now, here's Doncic. That one goes in.
Wow, they finally get it to go down on their fourth try.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barton surveying the floor. The kick out to Porter. Plenty of space. Jokic, it's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Kleber. Here's Porzingis. A beautiful reverse layup.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Now here's Porter. Back to Murray. And he connects with the jumper.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Murray against Doncic. Passes it to Kleber. Right side, Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Porzingis against Jokic. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And it's good, 2 points. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one. Yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league. And there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Dallas, Melly is checked in for Porzingis. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Rivers. Kicks to Millsap.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Brunson scanning the floor. Doncic passes to Melly. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The Nuggets leading by 6. Rivers gets a wide open look. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Brunson. Now the pass to Melly. Kleber with it. Guarded by Green. Kleber against Green. Kleber, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And Kleber slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Rivers. Outside for Millsap. Pulls up. And they will call over the back on the play.
He must have thought he was a jungle gym the way he was climbing all over his back. Easy call.
Really good job to block out there. This is why you want to go put a body on someone when the shot goes up.
He's perfect from the line this time. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap.
I tell you, you've got to love the energy and effort by Powell right now contesting shooters.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Cauley Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard. Now Cauley Stein. Following the three-point attempt by Austin Rivers. Stolen by Rivers. Morris into the lane. Millsap inside. Richardson cover. And that one's good. Green. Mavericks trail by 7. Richardson outside. Offensive rebound. Powell. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Getting it done. Powell's got his first 2 points. And here are the Nuggets now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Morris outside. Dishes it to Green. Softly drops in the floater. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson from downtown. And it's Denver with the rebound. Down low. Here's Morris. It's deflected. Now Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Doncic looking it over. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. That one off the back iron and out. Denver leading by 7. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Out to Morris. To the middle. Here's Millsap. Lays it up off the glass.
Check out the footwork from Millsap. Rolls off the pick smooth and gets to his spot.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. To the paint. Millsap with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Ball's knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. He kicks it to Rivers. 5 on the clock. Back to Millsap. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Cauley Stein in the post. He's against Green. Basket counts.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Morris passes to Green. Back to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Count it. Green's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
That pass was about the location. Puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Brunson kicks to Doncic. There's 1:26 left in the first half of the game. Morris with the ball. And it's Richardson picking him up. And a great move for Morris as he gets it to go. And now it's an 11-point Denver lead. It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Morris. Inside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Paul Millsap. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. There's the feed to Richardson. Pass to Melli. Releases. It's good from the top of the key.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Denver leading by 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. The shot's good from McGee.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. To the inside, Porzingis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, that's a good, strong finish. Porzingis not shying away from getting after it.
A 3 from Morris. Good D by Hardaway. And so it's Denver ahead by...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that'll do it for our...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. JaMychal Green with a strong contribution so far in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
We've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Barton against Hardaway. Gordon, the pass to Barton. He's off on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Finney-Smith. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 9. Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Shoots it up. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Nuggets. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Murray. Here's Porter. Another shot. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Passes to Murray. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5 now.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Jokic against Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. And it's Gordon missing. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. Mavericks trail by 12. There's the pass to Finney-Smith. Down low, Jokic with the steal. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porzingis against Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis passes to Kleber. And no good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Porter finds Gordon. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 14. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Nelly is checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. That 3 off the mark.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Now here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Pass to Morris. It's tipped. Here's Richardson, and it's blocked by Gordon.
How about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Richardson against Morris. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Martin's checked in for Paul Millsap. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Jokic. Here's Porzingis. Dallas again missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
For 3, Murray. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Porzingis at the elbow. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
Murray outside. And a miss there on the triple. And the call up against Jokic. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the first one drops.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next, we'll see.
And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Nuggets leading by 11. Barton wide open, he fires, buries the long-range jumper. Barton's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nuggets. Doncic against Morris. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. He dishes it to Hardaway. And good that time. Hardaway has got his first basket.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Morris into the lane. Pass to Jokic. To the paint. Here's Gordon. Denver gets it back. Second chance shot. Nice yet again. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Doncic passes to Kleber to the middle. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Gordon dishes to Barton. Gordon inside. Kleber defending.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
To the wing right side. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Morris into the lane. Here's Dozier. Offline with his 3. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Count the basket. Porzingis has got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Doncic against Morris. Here's McGee. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Back to Doncic. From outside, off the mark. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. It's stolen by Marjanovic. McGee with the block. Morris kicks to Rivers. Morris looking over the floor. Poked away, but they recover it. Fires for 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Off target with his 3. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Left side, Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I know that he can make the perimeter jump shot, but I really like it when Porzingis is taking it inside and making the defense deal with all that size.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. 11 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bull. Takes the 3. So the Nuggets win. And with pre.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Now here is Hardaway. Doncic right side. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Doncic has got the first points up on the board for Dallas. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary.
Now here is Hardaway. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Porzingis. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Outside, George. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. The 3. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Now Kleba. Doncic outside. Lob pass to Porzingis, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Kleba, no good. Clippers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Here's Finney-Smith. It's stolen by Morris. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Doncic with the steal. And Porzingis, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game.
Porzingis not thinking twice, saw the gap, got in there, and scores.
A shot by Batum, no good. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. That one drops for him.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Clippers trail by 6. Jackson down low, guarded by Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Morris with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Both teams will make substitutions. The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons. Goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's Brunson. Paul George making his last shot.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the layup is good. George has got 9. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Brunson kicks to Powell. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Clippers in the lead. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Here's man, guarded by Doncic.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's man. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George, that's a two-pointer. Kept alive. Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Redick comes in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for Richardson. Zubac the pass to Morris. And he makes that one.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
To the right side. Here's Marjanovic. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. The Clippers trail. Oh, Rondo in position. And stolen by Redick. And it's Rondo in the corner. Knocks it loose. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Zinkis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Mavericks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Kennard against Doncic. Outside Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in, and it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. It's good from in tight. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Redick passes to Doncic, and he gets the bucket. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Leonard, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, he's one of the most uniquely built players in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard draws contact often. I'm not sure he feels it, but he gets it.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Jackson kicks to George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Cauley Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Porzingis. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First free throw is good. And the Clippers making a switch here. Man's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's George. He's got 9. Inside. Ball going up court. Yep, that one goes in there.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
George dishes to Batum. Powell against George. Here's Batum. Los Angeles with another miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Brunson, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Pass to Melli. The Mavericks rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Jackson passes to Leonard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Powell against Batum. Powell kicks to Brunson. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stop.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
1 second left. That shot off. And so it's Dallas. Looking at...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that does it for our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in its center. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Goes up the baseline. It's rebounded by Dallas. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
They swipe it. Here's Finney-Smith. Connects from three-point range. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Rondo passes to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Here's Rondo. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Cauley-Stein. Rebound by the Clippers. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Passes it to Mann. Back to Kennard. Richardson with the double team. Cauley-Stein with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And a wide open look for Rondo. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Richardson, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And Dallas with a change here too. Ellie's checked in.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Richardson outside. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Back to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. It's a 13-point game. Here's Rondo. Man passes to Batum. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Right side, Porzingis. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Richardson finds Brunson. Trying to end the drought with the putback. It's good on the putback. Melly's got his first bucket in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Finney Smith. A three ball. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Paul George is checked in for Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. George, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Kleber, no good. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Dallas, no good that time either. Here's Jackson, and so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. What a defensive effort they put on. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Dallas leading by 11. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Dwight Powell is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4.
Substitution for Mavericks.
And here is Kleber. Here's Doncic. And too long on the shot. Here's the Clippers. To the paint. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
That one falls.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to the right wing. Porzingis looking it over. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Hardaway for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Man's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Paul George can be dangerous out in transition. Great job finishing there.
Dallas leading by 8. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Yes, that goes in.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Doncic outside. Porzingis at the elbow. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And here we go. Here's Batum. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. For the finish, and George with the stuff.
Paul George stepping up big time.
Dallas leading by 4. Dallas calls timeout.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
And it's good for two. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis making it count, wants to come through big time and does here.
Leonard on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That'll be his second foul of the game. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Brunson the pass to Redick. No good from outside. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, we'll see how the other side responds here. They have to come up big.
A three from Leonard. It counts. And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Good!
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
To the middle, here's Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. And it's George missing. Now, here's Marjanovic. He kicks it to Redick. Takes a three. They get it again. Pass to Kleber. Puts up a three. He doesn't hit that one.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here. Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.